Hello students, welcome to session 6 of soil. In today's session, we are going to discuss about soil erosion. We are also going to study about prevention of soil erosion, soil pollution and control of soil pollution. So students, let us start with today's interesting session and let us study about soil erosion. Yes students, sometimes some natural factors like wind and water remove the fertile topsoil, reducing the productivity of the soil in that area. So this removal of soil by running water and wind is known as soil erosion. What is soil erosion? Yes, the removal of soil by running water and wind is known as soil erosion. But this definition is not limited up to this sentence. More clearly, I can say that the removal of land surface by water, wind or ice, not just these two factors, but natural factors like water, wind or ice is known as erosion, the removal of land surface by these factors. So plant roots firmly bind the soil, and in the absence of plants, soil becomes loose. So what happens? That it can be moved away by wind and flowing water. And the erosion of soil is more severe in the areas of little or no surface vegetation, such as desert or barren lands or bare lands. So cutting of trees and deforestation should be prevented, and efforts should be made to increase the green areas. So we should take care of this. So basically, soil erosion is the removal of soil by these factors. Generally, these factors means natural factors. So generally the rate of removal of fine particles from the surface is the same as the rate of the formation of soil. So if the rate is same, then how will soil formation take place? And if the soil formation has taken place, but the removal of soil is also taking place simultaneously, then there will be no fertile soil available for the growth and development of plants. So how will plants develop? So this is a very big factor which we should keep in mind. Now the rate of removal of fine particles from the surface is same as the rate of formation of soil, but sometimes disturbance in this balance, usually man-made, leads to a greater rate of removal of soil. Right? So, we should keep some things in mind, that we should not cut trees, deforestation should not occur. It is in our hand. So usually due to man-made habits also, this disturbance in the balance can lead to a greater rate of removal of soil. So let us now discuss about the causes of soil erosion. Yes students, the first cause of soil erosion, and the very common one which we all know, is deforestation. Now students, the removal of trees on a large scale is known as deforestation. When trees are removed, soil particles are left loose and they can be easily carried away by running water, wind or snow in the polar regions. There are trees or plants too, coniferous trees or plants too, which grow in the ice region or snowy region or polar regions, or where there is much cold. So the removal of trees on a large scale is known as deforestation. Here you can see one picture of deforestation. Right? So why we cut down the trees? It is the man-made habit to cut down the trees for various purposes, like for construction, for building houses, and for many other purposes too. But this should now be judiciously used. Then the second cause of soil erosion is overgrazing. Now students, this is the picture of the overgrazing of animals on one land on a particular area, and that is why you can see the result of overgrazing. Now here, repeated grazing by animals on the same patch of land without sufficient recovery periods leads to the removal of grass on a large scale. So, before some time, there was grass, but then repeated grazing by animals without any sufficient recovery period led to the removal of the grass on a large scale. And this makes it easy for wind and running water or snow to erode the soil. So overgrazing is also one of the major causes of soil erosion. The other major cause of soil erosion is floods and heavy rainfall. Floods and heavy rainfall also wash off the soil, especially when there are no trees and the land is lying bare. And that is why we call that land as a barren land, on which there can be no fertility of soil. The other major cause is improper farming. Now, like improper farming on hills makes it easy for wind and water to erode soil. So this should also be kept in mind, that there should be proper farming on hills as well as on flat plains too, where we can grow plants and many other agricultural crops. So this is a very fearful thing. These are the major causes which we should keep in mind, and we should take such steps to prevent soil erosion. So now let us discuss about the prevention of soil erosion. Yes, students, reduction or prevention of soil erosion is called soil conservation. So what we are going to study now is all about soil conservation. There are some of the measures that can help in conserving soil. And the first step is planting of trees. Planting of trees in large numbers on deforested land is known as afforestation. So we should take such measures. The other measures which we can take to prevent soil erosion is that grasses and herbs can be used to cover large patches of loose soil, because of which fertility can increase. Then overgrazing of a single patch by animals should be avoided. Then animals should be moved to a different area after some time, otherwise that land would become barren. Floods can be controlled to a large extent by building dams, because of which the running water or wind cannot remove the soil. It can prevent soil erosion. Other than these, other methods like embankment or mud walls should be constructed around hill slopes or fields to stop the flow of water, like this. This is a beautiful picture of embankment. So here, how beautifully they have constructed, so that we can stop the flow of water. Besides these, there are other methods or measures too to prevent the soil erosion, and that is terrace farming. Now here you can see the beautiful picture of terrace farming. Terrace farming should be adopted in hilly areas. Like here you can see the beautiful picture, and In this method, suitable crops are grown on sloping ground which is cut into large steps called terraces. Like here you can see, right? Here, suitable crops are grown on sloping ground which is cut into large steps. These are the large steps called terraces. So this reduces the speed with which water flows down, thereby reducing soil erosion. So this is also one such step or measure which can reduce or prevent soil erosion. So in this way, we can conserve the soil. One more fact which I would like to share with you all is that of a technique. A popular technique called as hydroponics. Now students, this is a technique with the help of with the help of which the plants can grow without soil. Means plants in this technique are grown in mineral nutrient solutions. So this is a very good technique, hydroponics, with the help of which plants can grow without soil. Right? So that was all about the soil erosion and prevention of soil erosion. In the next session, we will discuss about soil pollution. I hope you liked today's session learning about soil erosion and prevention of soil erosion. So do keep in mind the measures to prevent soil erosion and save trees. Thank you students. Have a nice time.